especially you can tear into this dead material. Mindful for snakes and centipedes and scorpions. We got every single one of those down here. Spiders, you know, some spiders ain't no big deal, but sometimes you can find it in this material, and this material right here would make some good punk wood if I had 10. But we're looking for anything for bait. Sometimes I find worms down in here. Make sure that's a worm. It's another worm. It actually scared me. It caught me off guard, guys. That's a worm. It moved like a snake. It freaking startled me. All right, so we got some worms here. So we got bait. I just get a thorn in my hand. We got bait. I'm digging around here, guys. Here's another one. It's temperatures are pretty cold here because they're barely moving. Oh, except that one. Alright, that one there is a little lively. I guess 4 worms. Now I can attempt to do some catfishing tonight, which we might do. Or I might actually eat these right now. It's not a lot of protein. It is something in my belly though. I might keep one of these real fat ones, the one that keeps on trying to get away. I might keep him for catfishing tonight. Let me get some of our water that's purified now. Yeah, I need to get something in my belly. Keep on playing around. I don't have any food out here. I don't want to wind up screwing myself up. So, for all you wonderful YouTube fanatics there. God, these things are nasty. It tastes like dirt. Breakfast. Yep. I wish it was old Trolley Bright sour worms, but it's not. It's just good old earthworms. I am going to rinse them off. I need to wash my hands. They are filthy as can be. Yeah. They're not moving much, but delicious. Just like that. Snake steak. Now we're going to wash this snake up and we're going to put him on the grill. Oh yeah, got dinner.
Hey baby.
Yeah.
I'm home. I brought dinner.
I got snake.
You are so weird.
Love you. Now when you're cooking your snake, I like to take a twig and stick down into the rib section. And what I like to do, guys, I like to split that sucker open as much as possible to help with the cooking on the inside, because when you put this meat on, the heat will try to seal up your rib cage like that, and then you're not getting good cooking in the meat. So let's take some twigs. Granted, those twigs will eventually burn off inside, and it ain't gonna hurt nothing. There'll just be a little bit of coals and stuff like that in there. So anyway, when you get your coal bed set up, guys, just go ahead and place your snake right on top. Alrighty, so we got our snake. Not bad. Turned out pretty good. So, snake always gets a rubberized taste to it, guys, as far as texture goes. This stuff is hot. But yeah, the reason I always say it tastes like chicken is because the meat texture is like chicken. It actually does not taste like chicken. Snake tastes like what it's been eating. Woo, we got a fire going. You can always tell if you're near a water source because snakes will also has an aquatic taste to it. Usually means you got a water source nearby and he's been feeding there. That's how I found many creeks and rivers in the middle of the woods when I could not find water. I found snakes and I've eaten them. I'm like, tastes a little fishy. And that's because he's been eating off the streams and stuff. So these ain't all that bad. Like I said, the texture is like chicken. That's why people always say, oh, tastes like chicken. They have their own taste, but the texture is like chicken. Alright guys, y'all take care. Speak to y'all later. Going through our cactus right here. As you can see, hopefully it pops up here, I'm cutting out these burrs. Alright, these burrs have thorns. Even the fine looking hair stuff, that's a thorn. Okay, so besides the big thorn right here, that's all thorns too. So I'm just taking my knife and I'm just cutting around and cutting the thorns off. That way when I fillet this sucker out to grill, I don't have to deal with the thorns. So that's how you do this first part. You just find your little spot there, because the last thing you want to do is eat that. Now if you're deep frying with oil or grilling, most of these fine hairs will probably burn off. But I've been in a situation where I got these things in my tongue and not a fun trip. So it's just best to take your time, cut it out. This is a cactus here, guys, and just cut out your thorn pieces. As you can see, I don't know if it's showing up, it's really slimy. Eating this directly, you can't eat it raw, it just sucks. So the best thing to do is get a fire going and cook it up. Now I came across this and during my trips as a train rider. I was in Mexico, and yeah, these guys were frying these things up, cutting them in slits, deep frying them, and they're actually not bad. So we came across a cactus today, so I want to show you guys a little something on survival. Alright, so we took our cactus and we have completely dethorned it. As you can see right here, I got thorns in my thumb. Let me take my knife there and pull those suckers out. That's that fine hair I was talking about. Those are thorns. Alright, it don't look like it, but they're thorns. I got a whole bunch right here in my finger. Yep, that's all thorns, guys. Every single bit of it. So they're real fine, but they are sharp. I don't have much feeling in my fingertips, being a welder for many years. But you don't want that stuff working its way into your skin and stuff like that, so might as well remove that. You could probably take your knife and scrape them off, except for that one. Alright, so moving on. So we got our cactus here. Like I said, you want to skin these things out. You want to fillet them. Alright, this outer shell, get rid of that. You don't need that. So the best thing is look at all that white meat in there. Alright, I say white meat, but it's, you know, it's plant. So you want to cut these things open. And don't do like I do. Do not cut to yourself. I'm very careful, but that is a big no-no in survival. Never cut towards yourself. You should always cut away from yourself. Let's see if I can get this in camera here, guys. I do apologize if I'm not in camera. Here we go. So we're just skinning this shit out. Excuse my language. We're just skinning everything off, getting rid of all that extra stuff. You know, kind of think about peeling a potato. It kind of feels like a potato, except slimy. So you want to take all that old skin off that's on the outside, and you want to get down to this veiny material. That's what you're frying up. You can cut it thin, you can fry it, you can grill it. Whatever it is that you want to do with it is up to you. It's not bad. I would say frying this stuff is so much better. It just tastes so much better if you actually fry it. So once you got it split open, like I said, it's gooey, it's slimy. That's why frying it so much better. But we're gonna grill it tonight, and we're gonna do a taste test on this stuff. Actually, I've used this before. I think it's actually prickly pear is the name of the cactus. As far as the berries go, I'm not having much luck on finding ripe berries. I'm gonna attempt to skin these out and boil them tonight, but they're not the correct color, so we'll give it a shot anyway. But yeah, that's all you gotta do is just fillet it out, deep fry or grill, and you got food. Okay, so we're about to lose the light for the night. I was out here collecting firewood and stuff like that, and I come across a couple more things for you right fast. We've been doing some shorts and stuff on the channel. Lichen. This is actually reindeer moss. Reindeer moss you can actually eat raw. Boil it up if you want to. If you boil it up, it's going to get all kind of jellified on you and stuff like that. If I remember correctly, it actually was the Scandinavians used to make jelly out of this. Now, with reindeer moss, it holds the nutritional value by the weight. So there is nutrition in this thing. Eating it raw, it's very fibrous. You taste dirt. So the best thing to do, wash it out. Boil it up, or just wash it out with some hot water so it's more palatable, because right now it's just really fibrous. You can taste the dirt, you can feel the grains in your teeth, so just wash it out really good. Now with moss, you will get bugs and things like that. It depends on what you want to do. Bugs, extra protein, depends on what type of bug it is, because there are some poisonous bugs out there, so check your food very closely. Anyway guys, I am going to be getting some more firewood for tonight, because we got cactus to cook up. And then tomorrow, we're going to make our move that way and start building a shelter. Alright, so we got our steaming cactus here. Like I said, it's much better if you deep fry these. We're just grilling ours out after skinning it. Yeah. Tastes like well, not really anything. Deep frying these things are so much better because you're getting that oil and everything else fried in. These are kind of rubbery. I need to put it back on the grill for a while.